Okie doke. So tonight, I've been importing from this particular factory overseas for a couple of years now, probably maybe 3 to 5 years, and just crazy, crazy saxophone for the price range. So with like a new Chinese-made Yamaha tenor saxophone over $2,000, this is half of that, even a little bit less than half of that, which is crazy because it's got all rib construction, it's got the high F sharp, it's got everything on it. Basically, they take, I think this one they took either a S80 Selmer or a 875 Yamaha and just basically cloned it over there for fraction of the cost. So I get them in three different finishes. This is a natural acid dip brass where it gives you that nice old bullet shell patina, and then they engrave through it. They just do a beautiful job engraving it. I also get it in a standard, just a beautiful gold lacquer, for the traditionalists and stuff, if you don't want to stand out too much. But this is kind of the in thing now. People are stripping their lacquer off and just letting it go green. And I just got a Mark 6 tenor in that has no lacquer on it, and it's just the ugliest thing in the world. But somebody's just going to scream about it because they're just going to love it. And then I get it in black nickel, plated, not painted, but plated, and engraved all the way from the top, all the way down to the bottom, all the way up the front, and around the bell. So, I mean, I paid, I think, $100 and something extra for extra engraving on it. And it's just stunning. You can actually feel the engraving is super deep. You can tell people they can grate their carats on it. So again, for around $1,000, there's not much on the market that's this nice. And one of the schools was complaining, so, well, you don't have a name brand on it, because I was, they would put Summer, they'd put, Biafra, they'd put John Batiste, any name you want on it. And so now, I now have my own Steve Gray Saxes brand. So they'll stencil that on for me. So that way I can say, okay, it does have a brand name, even though this factory probably makes maybe 20, 25 different brands out of the same place. Jupiter's making saxophones for everybody. I've got a Colliworth Berry that's made by Jupiter. The new Vitos are made by Jupiter. So this is kind of the same story, but a big step in quality above. So every feature of a very top, multi-$1,000 saxophone in a beautiful finish, brand new. I also step up in the case. They usually come in these little zipper cases with just styrofoam inside. They're just terrible. And I get a nice wooden case. It looks just like a Yanagisawa case, actually. It looks exactly like a Yanagisawa case. So a nice wood hard shell case. So this one came in, and even in the hard shell case, even packed like crazy, it still had a bell damage. It just kills me, these shippers. And so that's been just a little bit of sign of that being rolled out. So I knocked $100 off just for that little thing. So, but then you go down. Nice big fat low B flat, which is, I call it the money note on the tenor sax. Short of wind today. I'm used to my other saxophones with the risers on them, and if I owned this, I would have to put a little bit of a riser on the D key. But if you got normal hands, it may not be an option, or it may not be necessary. That is. That C sharp's popping. I got to fix that. So the one they always miss is you play the low B flat, and with the C sharp, see, it's not quite closing, so it's just a basically turning of a screw to fix that. But that's why it's flubbing low B to low B flat. And almost every factory, even really expensive horns, they still do it, still miss that. But the B flat pops right out. So But the student model horns, they just have a posterior, 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 and hardly any footprint, so if it gets whacked or anything. This has got a rib construction where there's a rib running down the whole right side and the whole left side. So instead of having a footprint of this much, you've got a footprint of this much, just super heavy. Adds a little to the weight, so it's got a little bit of a heft to it, but it's really going to be worth it in the long run to keep that sturdy and not have to do any adjustments. And of course, the half sharp. I gotta fix that. Anyhow, 5 seconds. First day of summer. Second day, actually. So there it is. Really nice imported saxophone.
Ice is one of the best ways to soothe painful joints, right?
Ice is-
In
ice
fact, the doctor who
Shut. Ice has nothing to do with, actually have a lot to do with pain. But anyhow, that's a different kind of ice. Beautiful engraving, really, really cool finish. This seems to be the best seller. It's just, they want something out of the ordinary. And I do sell a lot, just the traditional gold lacquer one, which is just beautiful too. And the black one, that's what I call the bling machine. So they're all on my page. You can check it out. Steve Gray Saxes, www.stevegraysaxes.com. And you can see them all. And a bunch of other stuff. Got some great gray saxophones. Just got in a pretty high number Mark 6, and just got almost a mint condition Yamaha YBS 52, which I've got like three of them that are old school horns, and they're just weeks and weeks and weeks of work. This one's going to take about 15 minutes, and it's going to be ready to rock. Just a beautiful, beautiful condition, which is pretty rare for a Perry. And I think I've got two or three of the 62s, which is, the top, but like $3,000 more. So the 52 is a real, real great saxophone for the money. Plus another thing, got all the Yamagusawas, got all the Yamahas. I think I have every Yamaha model made, even some they don't make anymore. So that's it. Check the page, and happy summer.